What's up, guys? Welcome back to the What's Good podcast.
Yo.
It feels like it's been ages since we've done one of these, but it's not.
No, it hasn't been.
It's just been a crazy week.
Yeah, a very crazy. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room.
Where is it?
UV Deji.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
We're not chatting. Actually, what did we talk about last time? How to be successful on YouTube and Logan Paul.
Yeah, it seems so far away from
That does seem a long time ago. But basically, we just talked about how we started YouTube. Talked about how we think you can do well. And then we
for a long time as well.
Yeah, that was a very long one. I'm sorry about that, everyone. And then we talked about Logan Paul being an idiot because he thinks the world is
I actually
flat.
got a DM about that situation. And someone got really offended. They were like, I don't know how you can say that the world's... he doesn't believe the earth is flat, by the way, but he was like...
How can you say it's not flat?
How can you say it's not flat? Yeah, you just brushed it off and called everyone who believes that idiots. He's like, my dad actually believes it, and he actually tells me some points that are quite persuasive, and he's like, it'd be good to have him on your podcast one day. And I was like, all right, mate,
Well, to that guy, your dad's an idiot. I'm sorry. To be fair, I would actually genuinely love to have someone on to tell me why the world is flat.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that as well. Well, to be fair, maybe...
I think I get too angry.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's just, I can't change my mind. It's not flat.
It's not though, is it? It's just not.
But the thing is, I have no reason for the world being round apart from like what I've seen.
Yeah, I know. I've never been to space and seen it with my real eyes.
So I know that they'll come here and they'll be like, oh, this. What's your reasoning for it not being flat? And I'll be like, I've seen it in a movie once.
Yeah. NASA says so. They're like, well, they're the ones who are fabricating it. I'm like, well...
Yeah, well, you're ugly. So, anyways, the first topic we want to talk about today is you, Randolph, versus Deji.
Yeah, it's been a bit wild, right?
It's been a wild ride the last week.
It's all happened since this last podcast, right? Did we speak about it on the podcast?
I'm just saying, what's good podcast? You people making waves. That's all I'm saying. We making waves.
We're actually doing bits. Pretty much everything stemmed from this.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll get on to the Quadeca thing next. But this one technically didn't stem from this.
No.
So this came from... Sidemen did a Family Fortunes video. That the question was, name a dead YouTube channel. Randolph versus me. Randolph instantly says Deji. And then Deji got tweeted this apparently a lot. And then he said, oh, Randolph, this is funny. You can't talk. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of random
He went
things.
at me quite hard, right?
He did.
Yeah.
The thing is, admittedly, on his side, everyone was like, so he overreacted.
Yeah.
You made a joke. Deji's a dead YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Then he went off at you saying like, this is funny. You're KSI's bitch. You're his camera boy, blah, blah, blah. Then he went on about you and your wife. Like you don't spend enough time with your wife. So I was like, okay, Deji has really overreacted here.
Yeah.
Then you did a diss track. And admittedly, you have overreacted too.
Yeah, well...
But you're a rapper.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I was like, I definitely took advantage of that situation. I was like, it's definitely going to be a good move for me to do a diss track. I mean, you guys are like, you should do one.
I mean, yeah, I told him to do one. But look at your views, look at your social media, look at your subs.
It's 100% worth it. I wasn't sure at first because I've always been a guy who's always been a bit like, not shy, but I've never done like outrageous things on YouTube. I've just kind of been a camera guy. I've just done this and that here and there, tried to please everyone. But I'm starting to realize, not even just because it's diss track stuff, just in this whole year in general, you have to be controversial. We spoke about this in the last podcast, actually. As soon as you start to get dislikes, that's when you start to grow. So that's what this week's been like as well. Like I'm doing more outrageous stuff. That's what grows you really at the end of the day. Yeah, and it's been pretty successful week.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie, I have been milking it because that's the job. But it has got to a point now where it's not friendly anymore.
Yeah, a little bit. It's starting to have some KSI v Roadshaw vibes.
Yeah, it's actually getting a bit. By the way, for those thinking this beef's fake, it's not fake. Like,
no,
there's been no. I've not spoken to Deji at all. Like, I've not said one word to him. He's not said one word to me.
That's the thing. Everyone instantly thinks every bit of beef is fake.
They think it's fake. Yeah.
So it's not fake. I mean, you have no. I mean. You're not there like, oh, I absolutely hate Deji. But you like he's come into this and just started going at you and your wife.
Yeah, I mean now I'm definitely disliking him a lot more than I did like 2 days ago.
That's what I mean. Like,
for those watching this right now, by the way, just to give you perspective on time, I don't know what's going to happen in these next few days. So at the time of recording this podcast, Deji released his track last night.
Yeah, that's the day after Deji released his track.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say it was a decent track.
Yeah, it was decent, yeah.
We both reacted to it. We're both on our channels.
Yeah.
So we won't talk too much about it.
Nah.
My issue with it is, okay, actually wait, let's go back.
Okay.
So then you released your diss track.
Yeah.
Which was very good. I mean,
Thank you.
the internet spoke.
It was mad.
good.
The response was mad.
It was very good.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I mean, Keemstar is a big fan of Deji, and he even said Randolph destroyed you.
Yeah.
So, your disses, I mean, you've gone through all of the genius with
Josh, yeah.
With Josh. So you explain everything. It's on Josh's channel, Zerka, if you don't know. So you've gone through all of that. So we don't need to go through every point.
Yeah.
But you tell a lot of things that are true.
Yeah,
And
everyone's true.
Everyone says, like, I reacted to it.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks that I'm on your side. I mean, obviously, we're good mates.
Yeah.
So obviously,
But also, Deji is very close to you as well.
Deji is very close to me.
As he is.
I
all
sat
of
there
us,
and
you know?
I literally watched it and I was like, this is sick. But all these points, I mean, I'm here to back it up.
Yeah, so-
JJ backed it up. JJ's his brother.
So the only one that people thought wasn't true was when I said he was getting high before the fight, but that's not actually what I said. I said he was getting high before the press conference, and the reason he was doing stuff like that is why he lost the fight. So that is true. Everything's true.
So that's all true. And then he obviously came out and he's like, oh, that's all a lie.
Yeah.
Everything you said is a lie. The only thing, he actually said I did edibles.
He
in his video.
owned up to that. Yeah. Well, no, I think he owned up to a lot of stuff, but then it was like half of it's not true.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't understand which ones are not true then, Deji.
So then he comes back with his diss track and it was good.
Yeah.
Like I went into it thinking, Deji, please don't do this. Like I've heard your diss track on like me.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Well, I think he had a lot of help in terms of, I think FIFA Monster definitely helped him with the recording and the flow.
PG was produced the song.
Yeah.
So we can't say anything for certain on who wrote it because obviously I don't know. We have no proof.
Can I just say I ate some sushi before this? It's so spicy. And I've just like it's just
you got some water there, bro.
It's just become spicy again.
You need milk. That's what makes it.
Yeah, water doesn't really help.
No,
does it?
water doesn't help. You need dairy.
Anyway, yeah. I'm like.
I'm tearing up. You're going to make it?
No, yes, I'm tearing up a little bit because of the spice, and I don't want people to think I'm tearing up because of Deji.
Deji really got to him, guys. So yeah, Deji dropped a lot of like lines in it, and again, I reacted to it, and I was like, "This is true. This is not. This is true. This is not," kind of thing. And obviously, everyone was calling me salty every time I said it's not true.
Reactions are hard to do because people always take a side.
But I mean, JJ hasn't. He has reacted to it.
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't think it's out right now though.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't say anything.
It's going to be posted. It actually might be. It might be. It actually might be out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, from my side anyway, I know everything that he said, everything that you said. So I know both of you really well. I know what's true.
Yeah.
And a lot of his were false.
Yeah. So
it's stuff like JJ paid for your wedding.
Yeah.
That payment is true of him sending you money, but that is not him paying for your wedding.
Well, put it this way. This is a way, I mean, this is just a way to prove it, if I have to even prove it. When you don't pay for a wedding on the wedding day.
The day before.
So JJ sent me...
I said that in my video. I was like, JJ sent the payment on the 12th.
Yeah.
Your wedding was on the 13th.
Yeah. You don't pay for a wedding the day before. You're
not like you turn up in cash.
I'll have one wedding, please.
You're just there like, yeah, I'll take that dress on the day in cash.
Yeah.
Just like, so...
And I didn't know he was going to give a gift. He just sent it. Like, it's not like I asked for it or it's not... It was just like, congratulations, it's a gift.
Yeah. Because I remember him doing it.
Yeah.
So like he sent you the gift. Also, that was very peak that he showed the payment.
I think it's more peak than actually I made a big, like, I didn't even make that big of a deal of it, but it's actually very, very peak. Like,
that's very peak. Like,
it's like me going into your bank account and sharing payments that you sent to...
Yeah, that's between JJ and you.
Yeah.
That bank...
Well, not even between... It's between JJ. It's just JJ's account. Like...
Yeah.
It's between me and him, but no one should see that. Like,
that's his account. Yeah, no one... Yeah,
even I don't have access to that, you know?
That's my issue with it. So, I mean, very good track. That's the first time I've heard Deji, like, flow.
Wait, hold on. Let's just say very good. Like,
for Deji,
it's good. Like, the beat was good, right?
For Deji, that was insane.
Yeah, the beat was sick. We realized that the beat was actually... Deji used mine and JJ's producer without his permission. So he just used a beat that he sent him years ago, paid him minimal, paid him hardly anything. And then when he asked for more, sent him 50 extra pounds, which is mad. So the reason the beat was good, I was like, in my reaction video, I was like, oh, this beat's sick. And then I realized after the fact that it was Ishan. So no wonder it was sick. It was my producer.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot wrong with it. End of the day, Deji did sound good on it.
Yeah.
Like, he sounded much better than normal.
Yeah, lyrics trash.
The disses, some of them were lies, and they were kind of what I said. I tweeted out beforehand. I said, like,
because everyone was like, oh, you watched the video before you reacted to it. I was like, nah, I just knew what he would say. Like, they're the obvious points that he would say.
I tweeted it. The only one I missed out was your wife.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to put that in case he was like, oh yeah, I should mention his wife a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that might spur him on to it.
Yeah, true.
So it was quite an obvious one. Still good,
Yeah.
but obvious. Now, you reacted to it
Yeah.
and you said about replying.
Yeah, I said leave a like if you want to reply. So I don't really know. Well, I have written one.
Okay.
So I have got one.
Okay.
It's just whether I want to put it out because it's brutal.
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna just leave it there. That's all everyone needs to know.
I'm just saying, one more thing I'll say on it is that I don't know, he took it too far. Like, even in my first one, I was going in at him and I was saying some harsh stuff, but it wasn't necessarily like, it was banter. It wasn't just banter, it was harsh stuff, but like, even in his reaction video, he was like, ha, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, he just said some stuff in his that was just no point, like, I'll fuck your wife like a horse.
Yeah, that's peak.
That's the one. That's the one where I'm like, mad. Because, you know, he aired out her Instagram, but she's now making money off that because she's getting bare orders.
Big up Laura. Letters by Laura.
Yeah.
Wait, letters by _ Laura.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Letters by _ Laura on Instagram. Everyone check it out.
Or lettersbylaura.co.uk.
Yeah, everyone check it out.
Yeah,
so
she made like £300 overnight, thanks to Deji and me reacting to it as well. So yeah, that's fine. She was very hurt though. That's the annoying part. Like for me, it's like
it's when it's people that aren't involved.
Yeah, because it's like you can talk about my wife in relation to me, or you can be like, why does your wife like you or something like that maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you can't say I'll fuck your wife like a horse, your wife's got a bad dress, JJ paid for her wedding, you know, that and then I was actually talking to it and she was pissed. At that point I was like, all right, you're going too far now, I'm gonna fuck you up. So
yeah, I mean Logan literally made like a whole campaign against JJ on the whole thing of like, you remember that video Logan did where he reacted to JJ's diss track?
Yeah.
And he was like, he was talking about it and he was like, yo, it's terrible, and then he just added sad music and went, women have a choice too. And he did that speech, you know, he did that.
Yeah.
And it's like, Logan's speech sums up exactly what that line is always going to be. If you cross that line, it's...
Yeah, it's true. And if you cross that line, then that line's been pushed back now.
Yeah,
so
it's like, you're involved, so he can go, I'm going to fuck you up, I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah.
Laura's not involved. So she can't, like, that's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
You can't.
And one thing I want to say about this as well is that the fact that this beef, like, people think that it came out of just the Family Feud, Family Fortunes thing, which it did. That's where it, like, started from.
Yeah.
Like, and now I was just joking at that point.
Yeah.
And Deji was, like, went at me. But, like, everything I was saying in my diss track and all the feelings I have towards Deji is from months ago. It's from the whole fallout from the fight. Like, this has never been spoken about as well. I'm not going to go too much into it because there's a lot more people involved. I can't speak on their behalf. But, yeah, you guys know, obviously, Deji left the house. He went back to went back to his parents.
Yeah.
And got a training, got a gym there, got a boxing trainer there and everything. And everyone kind of fell out with each other.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. He tweeted out like, "Oh, the sidemen and that lot don't support me."
It was anything but that.
It was us telling him to. This is bad. Like he's gonna go at me for this, but this is literally a fact. Is he said we didn't support him? It was us saying he can't eat like shit food and he needs to work out.
We were supporting him. We were doing what we needed to do to make sure he can win this fight.
Yeah.
By supporting him, sometimes it's not easy. But supporting is not always like do what you want. It's like pushing them. So Deji, stop eating all this like junk food when you have a chef downstairs working every day to make your food and then you're just throwing it away. Imagine like that's hurting her. Everything like that. Not training. Meant to be doing like burpees and he does 50s. Like, oh, deal, let me do 50 today.
Yeah.
And then we'll play FIFA or something. It's like, come on.
Yeah, like his like JJ would always go into his room, like he'd be playing Fortnite or whatever, and JJ would always go in and go like, Dej, let's go. Throw boxing gloves at him and go, we're going to go spar downstairs, like technical spar.
Yeah.
Just do it. He's like, I can't bother. Blah,
play
blah, blah.
Fortnite.
Like JJ really tried.
JJ tried the most, 100%,
Yeah.
but everyone was trying.
Everyone was
Even
trying,
Vic
yeah.
was like, Deji, come on. Like, get your ass into gear.
That's the issue, and it's like, I'm proud of him because he went to Peterborough. The issue is, I think he started training in Peterborough, and I think the issue is he was training to beat us. He was like, he was training to prove us wrong rather than because he wanted to beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Which everyone's got to have their motive to win. So fair enough. But if he had started earlier, I mean, Deji, look at the fight. If Deji had trained properly for 6 months,
If he
would
did
have
what
won.
he said, he would have won.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing, like, the big fallout was when the whole rent thing came up, when, like, because, like, what I have to remember is, guys, he was, like, bringing girls back to the house when he was meant to be training, which is, like, remember, it's not just him that lives here. It's not even just JJ that lives here. It's Simon, Vic, Josh, I mean, I'm here, but I didn't live here. But yeah, so it's like disrespecting. Even that's a bit of a weird thing to have. Always have girls around, just in and out the house nonstop.
Yeah,
eating food, like just messing. It would never tell you anything
He
up.
only brought girls over for like an hour. If that.
Yeah,
you say girls like he brought loads of girls. Like
no, he would try. Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, but then it just disrespected the house. So at that point, everyone was like, "Look, you have to stop paying rent.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna, if you're gonna throw,
it was if you're gonna train, we'll happily accept this. We'll happily accept you not cleaning up after yourself. Blah blah blah. We'll take it because we know in 3 months' time you're gonna fight Jake Paul. That's a big moment.
Yeah.
But if you're not gonna train, we're not dealing with this. Yeah. And then we said like we actually didn't say about rent. It was in LA.
You know what? This is exclusive as well. I'll bring this up because it was when Deji didn't like going to train with Vidal because he had to go from this house all the way into London, which would take like an hour or so. So Vidal was like, all right, if you can't train at the house and if these people, if us guys can't influence him, you're going to come live with me and I'm going to make you live like brutal. So Deji was going to go live with Vidal and Vidal was like, I'm going to like literally, you're up every day, 6 a.m., no food. I'm with you every day. I'll shadow you. I'll make sure you're doing this thing. Yeah. And Deji was like, and then Deji was like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. And then Vidal was like, well, obviously you need to pay rent. And Deji was like, what?
What was it? It was like...
Why?
Wasn't it like £200 a month?
That was here. It was more for Vidal because Vidal actually had to like...
It's $250 or so. It wasn't much.
No, here was $250.
£250
a month. For Vidal was more. Vidal was actually like a decent chunk of rent because he's having like a big room.
Yeah, but I swear it was like £300-400 max at Vidal's.
But then Vidal was like bills. He was like, and then the bills to go. That's when Deji was like, oh, why do I have to pay for internet?
Yeah,
why
so
do I have
he
to pay
was
for
like, I
electricity?
thought you were meant to be my brother kind of thing. And that, yeah, I mean... Yeah, I don't think Vidal wants us to get into this.
We're not going to. Yeah, I just want to say that's where the rent came from.
That's where there's always been a bit of tension, is because before the fight there was this whole thing of like Deji living here. It became so much. Yeah, we'll brush past that.
But the reason I'm bringing it up, it's not like I've just gone like, oh, I hate Deji. It's just like all these feelings got forgotten when he was fighting because we were all proud of him. We were all happy, like, at least you've tried, at least you've done this. So, it never really, like, got forgiven. It just got forgotten. So if he's coming at me, I'm going to be like, Deji, remember all this shit that I haven't forgot about.
That's big.
Because he was saying shit to me, like, I was shouting to him, he was like, Randolph, why are you talking? Why are you talking right now? Why are you moving your mouth? Why are you talking? Yeah. Like, I'm like, all right, Deji, I'm just trying to help you. He's like, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? He's a rude guy, man. He needs put in his place. I'm not going to lie, man. Fuck.
Well, I mean, if you want to release another diss track, I'm sure everyone would love to hear it.
Well, yeah, you guys let me know. I mean, this podcast will be up before the audio version will be definitely up before I do anything. So if you want to hear it, if you want me to put it out, let me know. I think I probably will, but it's brutal. It's brutal.
So that's obviously a very, very current beef right now. I hate the word beef, though. I really hate it.
Well,
not because I'm vegetarian.
Because you're vegetarian.
No, just I hate it. Like beef, like. Oh, you want beef?
It's a great word.
No, it's
beef,
not.
Beef stew.
Yeah, like if you're talking about a beef stew, then that's because it's got beef in.
What does it mean though? What does it actually mean? Like, do you want beef?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Do you want this fire maybe to cook the beef? There must be something that we're missing here, but I
Probably
think,
everyone's screaming at that. Everyone's screaming, going, "You idiot! Yeah. He's obviously called cows."
Yeah.
Anyway, my favorite word. So the other beef, Quadeca versus JJ. Now, this did come from the What's Good podcast.
Yeah.
Just saying. If you're watching this right now, you can check it out on iTunes and Spotify. We talk about more stuff than just what's in the videos.
Boom. Plug.
Yeah. Also follow us on social medias.
Do that. Also, leave a rating.
Yeah. Leave a rating and tweet us.
Also, I think we could mention the new thing we're doing, right? With the videos.
Oh, yeah. So we have a channel as well.
I know you guys have been asking for a long time. Everyone's like, do a dedicated channel. It is a dedicated channel, yeah.
It is a dedicated channel.
Yeah.
It's called
What's Good with Mini Minter and Randolph, I think.
Yeah. It's quite a dead name, if I'm honest.
It's the podcast name on iTunes.
It's a long name. We could have called. We should have tried going What's Good.
I can change it.
Okay, it might be called What's Good. We'll leave a link to it in the description.
Yeah, find it in the description. But yeah, we're going to post. So what we're going to do on there, I think.
There's going to be smaller highlights, and there's going to be the whole thing too.
Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys wanted that, but obviously we're enjoying the way we do it right now, where we post clips on Simon's second channel, sometimes main channel, and sometimes my channel. But also, we wanted a place where we, like, if someone wants to watch the whole thing, this camera here, right, it's got a monitor on top, so I keep looking into the monitor. But then right then, I just looked in between both. I just looked at the wall behind it. So yeah, so pretty much we decided to start a YouTube channel, and link is in the description. We'll post the highlights there, and we'll post the full long one. If you want to watch the full long one, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, okay, but back to the topic. Quadeca.
No, Quadeca.
Quadeca versus... No, we can't disrespect him. I have no beef with Quadeca.
But I was like sucking up to him so much in that first one that I've now decided I need to go a bit more aggressive against him. Especially if he's dissing JJ as well. If he's gonna go hard at JJ, then...
Yeah, but I mean... So... His diss track.
Yeah.
I haven't reacted to it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So, yeah.
So this is basically my reaction to it right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's been a while since it came out.
What's your thoughts?
This is the aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath.
Aftermath.
That
Doesn't sound right. Aftermath.
Aftermath with the A.
But you're northern. But I don't even know how I'd say it. Aftermath.
Yeah, that's right. Aftermath.
Yeah. Anyway, Quadeca. God, I need to stop saying anyway. Every time I say anyway, can you just slap me or something? I don't know.
No, can't reach you. But can we get a shocker? I know you hate
No,
them.
hell no. Hell no. If I say it, just give me a tap.
I think just say it and move on.
Okay.
Because otherwise we'll do this every time. You'll be like, I've said it again. I'll be like, and then we'll just keep talking about how you said it.
Okay, so Quadeca.
Yeah.
He released, firstly, it was on the What's Good podcast. JJ spoke about YouTube rappers. Well, we all did. But JJ went at a lot of people. He went mainly at Dax. He went at Jake Paul, Logan Paul, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the actual rappers he went for Dax, Quadeca.
That's it.
He only went at those two?
Yeah. Crypt joined in.
Oh, Crypt tried. I didn't know who Crypt was, to be honest.
I've seen a few of his videos now and then, but...
I see he keeps doing break. We spoke about him, actually.
So he dissed me, right? I'll talk about this on here. He dissed me on a track recently. It's not a diss, it's a warning track.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's called Randolph Warning Track, yeah.
In the description, it says, this isn't a diss track, I don't know Randolph.
Yeah.
So it's just a warning.
But yeah, so he said in that track, right? He said...
He's going to love this, by the way.
Yeah, everyone wants to do a reaction video on it, but I'm not going to. He said, in that track, he said something like... I copied... You know my video where I was like... I did a video on Eminem's Kill Shot?
Yeah.
He says that I copied him for doing that. He was like, you copied my style.
I feel like he thinks that he's owns YouTube rap. I don't know him at all, so I could be wildly misjudging him. But
true, but
the way I see it, because the way he talked about Quadeca and then JJ's raps, and he was like, "Oh, this is why Quadeca's better than JJ."
But also, he was like, "Why did no one mention me?"
It's because I'm sorry, I just didn't know. I didn't know you. You didn't say my name right. You said Mini Meter, so you don't know me.
Oh, beef.
No, I'm just saying, you don't know me, I don't know you. It's you can't expect everyone to know you. Everyone, not even everyone knows PewDiePie, and he's got the most subscribers.
Yeah. Sometimes, especially because you're American as well. I'm not that caught up with American channels unless you're huge. I know Quadeca because he's also been related to the UK community a lot in certain
I do feel
channels.
bad that we missed out on some people like Devon Terrell.
Yeah, Futuristic, a lot of people.
Futuristic, yeah, all of them. I do feel bad because we do know them.
Yeah, we should have done a bit more research, but
Crypt just, I don't know. I don't know how he's...
Yeah, and it's not... We didn't throw shade on him. He just didn't pick...
Now I am, but... No, it's a thing of just... He's trying...
But I just want to say, in that video where he was like, you copied my idea, I found out about him...
Just don't...
Because his was in my recommended when I did it. I did that video at Eminem because I had no ideas. I was like, I need to post a video, I'm going to just talk about Eminem.
Rappers on YouTube doing videos about a current song is the most standard idea, whether it's talking about it, breaking it down, or doing a cover.
Pretty much, yeah. That's
so standard. That's like a FIFA YouTuber opening special packs when they come out.
Yeah, and being like, oh, you copied my idea.
Yeah.
What?
That's the most basic, it's not basic because it's you do it in your own way, but the idea isn't anyone's idea.
Yeah.
That's like going JJ created Q&As because...
True.
I don't know, it's dumb. Yeah. It's he didn't create a Q&A.
No, not at all.
I don't know. To me, though, he insulted Dax and Quadeca mainly. Those are the two he actually went at.
Yeah.
Quadeca replied. Dax also replied.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say, firstly, in the podcast, I got slated for this. So in the podcast, JJ says, unusual is trash.
Yeah.
And I kind of go, yeah. I hate saying it because it's you are a yes man. I was just kind of there yeah. It's not the best.
It's not, yeah.
It does sound... What JJ said about it sounds like they recorded in 2 studios.
Yeah, it's true.
I listened to it again, and it does sound very different.
That's what I said in the podcast. I was like, yo, I wish I mixed that track because it's terribly mixed.
Yeah. But it's a decent track.
It's all right, yeah. We'll get there.
It's not amazing. It's not great.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that track is better than his diss track.
I agree with that.
We'll get there.
It's good. His diss track is also good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I want to just quickly get Dax's subject out of the way. So he insulted Dax. Dax doesn't consider himself a YouTube rapper, firstly.
Okay.
I watched his Insta Live and he was like...
I'm a rapper, as he's saying.
He was like, I'm a rapper, I'm not a YouTube rapper.
Okay.
And he also says his track is definitely not a diss track. He wrote it way before. He just threw in some lines to get some extra publicity.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good as well.
And it was sick.
Yeah. I think JJ, I've not seen all of JJ's video yet where he reacts to Quadeca and Dax, but I know that I think, Dax is getting some good publicity right now.
Yeah. So it was very
well
sick.
done, yeah.
I don't want to throw shade at him, but there was 2 very cheesy lines.
Okay.
The one where he's like, last week Eminem let me hop on a beat.
Yeah.
I was like, did you actually text that? Do you were like, yo M?
Yeah.
Yo Marsh, can I use your beat?
Yeah, how's it hanging
like,
then? Yeah.
And the other one was like, Joyner Lucas, let me hop on a track, Tory Lane, stop singing, or something like that.
Sure.
I was kind of like, I get it though, but that was honestly, I've listened to it at least 50 times. I really like it.
Wow.
The bit where he actually changed it up.
You're
and
meant to be a yes
singing
man though.
Huh?
You're meant to be a yes man. So
I am.
Because you went to JJ, you're supposed to now go against him.
The bit where he's like, mention KSI, views, and then he goes, but for real, blah, 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 and just goes, I can't say some of the words. He goes to JJ, I was like, this is sick.
Yeah.
This, like, you can't deny it when it's sick.
Yeah.
So Dax, insane. And that
Definitely
alone
Dax.
has definitely put him up there in... he doesn't want to be considered a YouTube rapper, I guess.
Yeah, because when we had this discussion, I honestly never heard his song before.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something in my head that JJ used to show me that was like auto-tuning but like badly auto-tuning. And I thought it was him, but I guess it was not.
I showed you She Cheated again.
Nah, not originally.
I thought I had.
Well, you might have
It's
done,
on my
but
playlist as well.
You might have done, but I might have forgotten about it. Like, but so when I listened to that, when I went back after the podcast and listened to Dax, I was like, actually, he's pretty sick. I heard a freestyle on Instagram. I heard
The thing
Cheating
is,
again.
I've heard some... I feel like he's got some very, very... No offense to him. Very bad ones.
Okay.
He's got some amazing
I've
ones.
not heard too many.
He's got some like incredible ones.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a lot now. Now, since that talk, I've gone back and listened to more. And he is sick. So, fair play to Dax.
Yeah.
And that song is sick. Like, I will listen to it. I don't think it's on... Because it's a cover, he doesn't put it on Spotify or anything. He only puts it on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying. Because I definitely put it in my playlist.
Yeah.
Because I have his other song, She Cheated Again. I've had that for like 2 months or whenever it came out.
Oh, wow.
I've had that in my playlist. But Quadeca.
Yeah, Quadeca, let's talk about that. Because obviously people are asking you
Quadeca-
for your reaction, they've been asking me. Neither of us did a reaction video, so.
So he picks up on the fact that I bring up Quadeca and I'm like, Quadeca's up there for me.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like, so his diss track, I thought he flows sick. And I'm like, this is a good song. The beat's up, like the way he changes everything, sick. The thing I had a problem with is that the disses weren't great.
Nah.
And everyone will call me salty because it's JJ.
Fair enough that, number one though, fair enough that JJ doesn't actually, if you don't know him, like obviously Quadeca doesn't really know him. He just knows what he sees on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like there's not really, then from that, there's not too much you can pick on that hasn't been already said. But the stuff he was saying just also wasn't like certain parts. Like guys, the whole yes man thing is JJ has yes men around him, but like we ain't it. Like we're no men. Every idea JJ has, we're like no. And then when he breaks through that and does it, we're like, okay, well, you proved us wrong.
Yeah. So, you know, he did the, there's one line, he says, everyone around you is yes men.
Yeah.
And then later on in the song, he says, the sidemen will think you're whack.
Yeah.
And they don't rate you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Which one is it?
You're kind of contradicting yourself. Like, which one are you? And I mean, he doesn't know us. He's seen what he's seen on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he can say what he wants realistically.
Yeah.
And people will say I'm salty because he's called me a yes man. But the thing is, it's just his disses. Everything he says is basically just what JJ himself has put on the internet.
Yeah.
Like if I post an Instagram and it's me looking stupid and you use that Instagram post against me, is that a diss?
Yeah.
It's not because I've put it there on purpose.
Yeah.
Like...
And then fair play for him doing a track. He definitely should have done a track. Like,
I mean,
what JJ
look
said
at his
on his
channel.
podcast, like you have to respond to that. That's like a golden ticket to a
You're
banging
rapper.
video.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's the same as you.
Yeah.
Deji goes at you, you have to reply. JJ went at Quadeca has to go at him.
Yeah.
And he made a song, everyone rates it. I think it's a good song.
Yeah, my thoughts on that, I really do think it's good, very good. And I know that a lot of people are going to hate on us for saying this because I feel like, especially for me, because they're going to be like, oh, you're just saying that because you think yours better. It's like, nah, it's just that I had two things when I was thinking about the Quadeca stuff, I was like, JJ, don't reply to his track. I was like,
I said JJ.
Yeah, we
reply.
both said don't do it. I was like, just don't do it. Like it's just going to give him a lot of exposure. Don't do it. Then obviously then mine came out, and then Quadeca's thing. Diss tracks are kind of like a thing right now. So now kind of there's a bit more reason for JJ to do it. But what I'm saying is, I was listening to about thinking of two things. I was like, I hope he doesn't expose JJ too much. That JJ has to reply or really wants to reply. Because I was like, chill. And then number two, I was like, I hope it's not better than mine. I was worried it was going to be better than mine. And then both those things I was like disappointed with. Like it wasn't too bad. It wasn't not bad at JJ at all. Like it was not
nothing that JJ can't look at and go. I mean, honestly, I think it's more insulting to Logan.
Oh, the dead
he
body
brings
thing.
up the dead body thing, and at the end he goes, "I'd rather be killed with a dagger while wearing Maverick merch."
Oh, wow. But there you go. He's on the podcast, right?
I know that's like he's saying he'd rather do that than talk to JJ, but he's actually throwing shade at Logan when it's unnecessary. So it's actually, to me, and Logan's invited him on the podcast.
Yeah, so maybe they're going to fist fight on the podcast.
That'd be sick.
Who knows? But then, so like my issue with it was that obviously I'm going into it expecting like Quadeca. I rate him. So I was going into it expecting a lot of things. And I just like it fell short at certain parts. I just felt like it was another one of his songs rather than like a brutal diss track. I wanted to hear like... I wanted to hear some like really like hard cutting stuff, and it was good. It was very good, very technically good. I still think he struggles with the flow at certain points. Like he gets a little bit like, I don't want to say awkward because JJ used that word, but I don't know, he rushes certain words, or like certain words like don't connect that well. So when he goes fast, it like falls short, but it's still good. I'd rate the track. I don't think I didn't rate the track. I was expecting like this, and then I got like this.
I think his other
songs
are
are better
American
than that.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's an American thing of. I think American diss tracks are normally more I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Whereas I think English diss tracks are just,
especially on YouTube.
You're
YouTube
a
diss
dick.
tracks.
This is what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like
look at the whole Sidemen diss track.
Yeah, Sidemen is
compared to like
how
Rice
can
Gum.
I knock that person down?
Yeah.
Whereas Rice Gum is how can I build myself up?
Yeah.
I think that's what. So Quadeca's kind of like he's, you know. So in that song, for example, he's like, when you were 18, you were doing this. I'm 18, making main stages. Whereas if that was an English diss track, that's just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You were 18 and you were lonely, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mention yourself.
Nah.
You're like, you might do a little bit, but I think it's like an American thing. I mean, to be fair, I prefer the American way of you build yourself up more, because that's why I think Americans are just like, Americans do better than the English people, because English people will hate everything.
Well, Americans don't have that filter. Like we're like, oh, should we do that? What will people think? Americans just do it, and then sometimes that is bad because they'll do it, and then the consequences will hit them too late.
Logan.
But we would never do that in the first place. That's like the whole me doing the diss track thing. I would never do that because I did it. It's like sick, but imagine if I didn't do that. So
yeah.
And now,
the main thing I want to stress is I do rate Quadeca's track, but I rate it as a song.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I rate it as a diss track. Like I would give it like a solid, as a YouTube track, I'd give it like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
As a diss track, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. But it's good though. I'm definitely happy it exists. I'm glad that Quadeca, as a YouTube artist, YouTube rapper, was able to like jump on a platform and get bigger because of it.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to him. He's got like 150k subs or something in 4 days.
Yeah.
Fair play.
And what you have to remember as well is I can't speak on JJ's behalf, but I mean, I'm certainly from my perspective, I'm happy that this is all happening because it builds up the community of YouTube rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube rap is popping right now.
That's the thing. Quadeca can always say like, "Oh, you're a bitch." Like, look, I've just destroyed you.
Yeah.
End of the day, you've gone at JJ and used his name.
Yeah.
And you're banging now because of it.
Yeah.
Like you can hate him all you want, but
I think that's the only difference between Quadeca and JJ and then me and Deji, because I feel like Quadeca and JJ's, if it heals or whatever, it'll heal a lot quicker. Whereas this me and Deji is gonna last. It's gonna be awkward because what?
Well, it's because Quadeca and JJ, there's beef. They can say they're trash, but as we found out, Quadeca's stuff doesn't really have any personal information.
Yes, that's true.
Whereas yours is like, you and Deji both went into the personal lives of each other and said stuff about each other that...
So like, so it can make it awkward with JJ, it can make it awkward with their parents. So put it this way, next time I see Deji in an event, it would be interesting. It would be very, very interesting.
If Quadeca and JJ see each other, the most that they can do is just go like, oh, you're shit.
Yeah.
Like, your track was shit.
Yeah.
That's the most either can say to each other. But, end of the day, like, Quadeca's diss track was good.
Yeah.
And JJ's made songs. He's made good diss tracks. His like whole distraction.
Yeah.
Every diss track he did was, I think most of them anyway, were good. And then he's made songs like when Crypt analysed Uncontrollable as a rap song.
Oh, dead.
That kind of thing.
Dead.
It's like you can't go, oh, that was a dead rap. It's like barely a rap song.
Yeah,
it's more of a song.
That's my point to Crypt. That's why you got so upset. Is like I was like, yeah, he's a good rapper. He's a very good rapper, but your songs aren't that sick.
As we said, like Quadeca, you take the chance.
Yeah.
See what you can get.
Make as many videos and make as many music as you can. Make as much music as you can.
I mean, I dissed Deji. Like, look how well my channel did that month.
Yeah.
Because I was taking every chance.
Yeah.
That's what you do on YouTube. This is going back to last week's podcast. You take every chance you can. If you see that slither just to get in and get involved, do it.
Yeah, of course.
Like Vic doing a diss track. He would never ever do that, but he did it. Bang.
Yeah, and end of the day, our job is to make content. So that's what we do. Take advantage of periods where we can make content. I was like, okay, I can do a song like this. People will hear the song, gas, but then it develops into one. I think mine and Deji's one is like kind of like Deji's and Harry's as well. They start saying shit in songs, then it just escalates. But
always will. Everyone wants to one up each other.
Yeah,
but the views and the subs show that people want to see it. So why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I think that's all I have to say on the diss tracks.
Yeah.
Out of everything so far, okay, this is a question for you.
All right.
Dax, you, Deji, Quadeca. That's the only 4 that have been released, right?
Yeah. Oh, well,
rate them. I don't rate that.
Okay.
Rate those 4.
Rate what?
Rate them in order.
Oh, in order.
So who's the best? And I'm not talking. I won't say them as diss tracks. We'll say them as pure just tracks.
I mean, I have to put mine at top.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll always put mine at top.
Yeah. So it's like, what would you if you turned on the radio and you've got a
It's hard because Dax was more like a freestyle as well, right? Dax was more. I don't know. Yeah, I say mine. This is a tough one. Dax, Quadeca. Although as songs, I still rate Quadeca's and then Deji.
Okay.
Deji's. I know we're saying like Deji was alright, but it like after you listen for it a while, it's just whack. But he's good though. He's better than he's ever been, and I'm glad that it took me for that to come out.
I mean, I would go. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd put Dax top.
Okay.
That's one I'm like.
It's my laptop.
I was very confused by that. I'd go Dax top because that I genuinely just like.
Yeah, you love it, yeah.
I really like it.
Wow, true friend.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's fine. I get it.
I think I'd put yours only just above Quadeca's.
Yeah.
Just in terms of track.
Yeah.
Yours is like this as well. Yours
even I'll say that. Like if I was obviously
because yours is just a track.
Yeah.
Here's the bit of singing and stuff like that. Like,
my goal was to make a diss track, so that's what I did. I didn't make a track. I got tracks coming, but
if I'm going to diss track, I'll go yours. Well, I mean, Dax isn't really much of a diss track.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would go Dax, you, Quadeca, Deji.
Deji would have been sick for a diss track if it was true, you know.
If everything there was true,
that would have been very, very smart. But it was just false. So it just wasn't true.
I never know what the game plan is when he says like, "Oh, your wife's been DMing me." You'd be screaming divorce.
I don't get it.
I don't really because I get that a lot of fans that are watching it are just going to go like, "Oh my god, Randolph's wife's DMing him." But
so people were DMing Laura saying you're a bitch, you're a whore because you've been texting Deji.
Jesus,
this is what fans are like, by the way, guys.
Some of there's obviously going to be quite a lot of fans that are like, "Oh my god."
Some fans, yeah, of course.
But surely you put 2 and 2 together and go, "Okay, if this is true, Randolph will get divorced in the next 2 days."
If that is true, we've got bigger shit to deal with than like a diss track right now
on YouTube. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, if that was true, then wow, imagine.
Yeah. You'd be focused more on your divorce right now.
Yeah,
and it would be a thing of. I don't know. You'd find out pretty quick.
I mean, it's just me and Laura have been together for so long that like nothing will affect us in our relationship. So I mean, Deji tried really hard to kind of like cause shit there,
like the calling girls.
Yeah. Like I said in my reaction video, I think he saw me calling a girl.
Bro,
that was my wife.
Yeah, I was
calling her.
We were in a club in LA, no, in Vegas.
Yeah,
and I turned to Randolph. He's just FaceTiming this girl. It's Laura.
I'm always FaceTiming her,
and it's just like I'm like, bro, she can't even hear you. Like, and it's just Randolph smiling at the camera.
I just show everyone. I'm like, yo, this is Laura. Hi, everyone say hi to Laura.
And she can't hear anything. She's there like, I think even she's thinking like, what are you doing?
She just wakes up because the thing with Vegas is that time difference is mad. So we're in the club and she's just waking up. So she's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'll show you."
Yeah, I'm like, I heard that and I was just like, this one isn't even a good lie.
Like, I know, but then when you insult her and she gets pissed, that's when I'm mad. But you're not gonna hurt our relationship, which is impossible. So
yeah, mad. Okay, I mean that's the diss track stuff sorted. I don't know what else has been going on this week.
We're still working on ads, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah, we're working on ads. Remember, wait, you tell them. Remember what we said about the ads originally? We were like, we're going to get ads.
Yeah.
And I know that you're all going to hate us for having ads, but we're going to make them interesting.
We're going to make them so sick, yeah.
Yeah, well,
they're on the way. I think.
Hopefully.
I mean, what episode is this now? Is it 6 or 7?
I don't know.
I think that people are going to start thinking it's just a running joke. I think they're going to think we're going to get to like episode 200 and we're like, guys, ads coming soon.
No, I hope that we have the core audience who have been listening since episode 1.
Yeah.
I think that they're all going to be really happy when we have our first ad.
I imagine that they'll like fist bump in the car. They'll be like, gas.
Yeah, because this goes on iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah.
And there's no money from it.
No.
So, yeah.
It'd be good to make a little bit of something from this podcast.
We can make some money from this, guys.
but also, I don't know. I just can't wait to be like, hey guys, do you need a new mattress? Then let me tell you about this, and I'll do it better.
You want to go for a mattress? That's what you're hoping our first ad is.
I don't know what it's going to be.
We said our first ad we would do like a freestyle,
wrap
but yeah, I'd like read it and then you have to rap the next line.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. We'll try and change them every time.
Yeah, we've got a meeting soon, so maybe it'll go well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you guys, hopefully not next one.
Not next.
It definitely won't be next one. But hopefully, like in a couple podcasts time, you guys will see us being like, "Hey, check out this."
Yeah. We won't be holding it
to hear us. Yeah,
imagine if it's a mattress. We'll be holding. I'm not bringing the mattress.
And also, it's a podcast, so they wouldn't see us.
True. Very valid point.
They would see us because it's being put onto our other channel.
Ooh, what's good?
What's good? Yeah, with Simon and Randolph.
Yeah,
Miniminter and Randolph. What do we end up going with?
What's good with Miniminter and Randolph?
Oh yeah.
But although now I've been doing bits last month, I think it's time to change it. Randolph and Miniminter.
Nice.
What do you think about that idea?
His ego's getting too big, guys. Guys, someone calm him down. Deji, destroy him.
Hey, Deji, put me back in my place.
Okay, well, what else has been happening? There was the Wembley Cup.
Yeah. That was on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
That was something. I was doing something when I was watching that. I think I was working on something while I was watching that. I can't remember what it was. I was editing something, I think.
So, were you watching it? Or
I had it on, and I was like, I can't watch it. I'm too busy, so I turned it off.
Well,
hold on. You know what other day when we were talking on this podcast about when you commented on Hollywood Live and you got no likes. Yeah, so this happened to me in the live chat. I was sat in the live chat just watching Wembley Cup and watching the live chat, and then Con pops up, and Con put something like something about Lawrence. And so straight away, I just shut up, Con. And I was like, oh, wait to see this in the chat. And everyone was like, hi, Con. Yo, Con, what's up, Con? What's up, Con? And then I was like, no one mentioned me. And then I even spoke to Con. I was like, oh, do you see when I said to shut up in the chat? He was like, no. So even he didn't see it. So I was like, I've been aired by like so many thousands of people.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, continue.
Okay, Wembley Cup. Now, this is... I don't want to get... I hate the fact that everyone... If you ever say anything negative about something you're not involved in...
Yeah,
you're salty.
It's salty or a hater.
I got invited to play in it.
Oh man!
Like I obviously didn't.
Which team? Or do you know?
No, so it was the draft.
Oh, so you get.
So you already got picked. Yeah. So, don't know if I should say. I'm not contracted, so I'm going to
go in. Do you?
Well, no, it was me. I think it was me, Toby, Manny, and Chris.
Okay,
were originally the 4
because Chris played right and Manny played.
Yeah. And then Weller and Sian Garnier.
I saw Weller's story where he was like, he was very salty, right? Well, not salty. Rightly so, though.
See? You're saying salty, but he wasn't salty. He was
rightly so, though.
Justifiably
Yeah.
Yeah. Salty just implies like, oh, he's just getting...
Okay,
he's annoyed
he was
about
pissed.
Nothing.
Rightly so, right?
Yeah, so, just to clear up the Wembley Cup like whole thing, the way they changed it this year, they do it... Spencer's done it every year. This is his 4th year.
Wow.
The first year was Spencer FC versus Sidemen FC. I was captain of that.
Ooh.
Big up.
Wow.
There was no crowd in the stadium. It was just it was a live stream.
Oh shit.
Then the second year was Spencer FC versus Weller Wanderers.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they introduced the crowd, had the live stream still. The next year was Spencer FC versus F2. No, it was hashtag versus F2.
Oh,
and the F2 team was a YouTube team.
And I bet you were salty that you weren't involved in that one.
I was invited again.
Okay.
I've been invited every year. I'll explain.
Okay.
Then the fourth year, which was last Sunday, was 4 teams. They changed this up drastically.
Yeah, and what?
So they went
was it half an hour each?
Rebel FC, #United, F2 FC, I think it is. I feel like it's F2 Freestylers, but that's just their channel. I think it's F2 FC and XO.
Yeah,
XO FC made a team
Yeah.
who everyone thought were going to be awful and ended up being decent. Yeah. So the way it worked was they had a qualifying thing where they did a game against every single person. They got positioned based on their wins. #1, Rebel last, F2 second or third, and XO. Basically, on the day, it was going to be first v fourth. So # versus Rebel, XO versus F2, second v third. And then the winner of that plays in the final against the other winner. And they're all 30-minute games. So
yeah, it was weird, right? It's 30-minute games.
Yeah.
And it was man down.
So man down is if it gets to 30 minutes and it's a draw, every minute, it's golden goal after that. But every minute, you take a player off of each team.
And was that something that they invented, or is that like a rule?
I think they've invented it.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think they invented it.
Yeah.
Now, I actually thought the man down rule was quite fun.
Yeah, I kept seeing people go off. It was kind of cool.
The issue was, as soon as someone got... Will N.E. got sin-binned.
Yeah, I saw that. You got yellow card. I saw that.
It was like, as soon as you get sin-binned and you're going a player down... So, like, Will N.E. gets sin-binned. They go down to 10 men each. Will N.E. gets sin-binned. It's now 10v9. Then it goes down to 9v8, and it's just like, the 9 is going to win.
Yeah.
Because all you have to do is man mark and you have one free man to run around with like plenty of space. The issue is, I don't know what Spencer's going to have thought. That 30-minute game thing did not work. It was very dull.
Yeah.
The first game, Rebel versus #, 1-0. The next game, it went into golden goal, man down, 0-0, ended 1-0.
What was that game?
1-0.
Oh, man. So everything was 1-0?
Every game was 1-0.
Oh, wow. Other one was 0-0 because then in extra time.
Yeah.
What was I think the second game, I think that's what I
XO
saw.
versus F2.
Is that where Cafu was just like bossing it?
Yeah.
He was just like doing bits.
Yeah, and then that team lost, though. That was XO.
Yeah.
But XO was sick. F2 was sick. I mean, all the teams were sick, to be fair.
Yeah.
The other thing, my huge issue with this is basically, it's a YouTuber... Like, okay, well, I've got 2 big issues here.
All right.
And I know that there's just I'm trying to think how to word it without coming across like a dick.
Okay.
Jack May did a whole podcast, by the way. It's like an hour long.
On this.
And it's just about Jeremy Lynch. And someone tweeted...
Hey. Yeah, we forgot to mention him in our YouTube rapper podcast.
Jeremy Lynch.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Wow.
I like him. I like Jeremy Lynch.
I've never met him. I can't say anything, but I've never met him,
But they were very, very insistent when they won. F2 won it.
Yeah.
They were very, very insistent that F2 are now the best team on YouTube.
Okay.
And I'm sat there thinking, I play for Under the Radar FC, Manny's team.
Yeah.
Not saying they're the best. I think they are amazing. I actually think they're better when I don't play.
Yeah.
Like, we get there on Sundays. If we're playing a good team, I'm like, bro, don't play. Like, I'm not better than your players.
You're going to
play
want the
them.
bench, you're saying?
Yeah. So, they are saying that they're the best team on YouTube. There's too many. It's like the best YouTube rapper. That's in our opinion, but they are trying to say, they actually say, factually, we are the best team on YouTube.
Oh, mad.
I'm like, if you say you are the best rapper on YouTube, you have to admit that's your opinion.
Yeah.
He is saying we are now factually the best team on YouTube. And I'm there like, you got SE Dons, you got Palmers, you got Under the Radar FC, you got loads, you got Kitcheners. I think it's Kitcheners. That's
Kitcheners.
Yeah.
What kitchen? As in like kitchen?
No.
Oh,
is it Kitcheners? Fuck. Anyway,
not as in like the kitchen from your house.
No. But you got you got so many teams like that they are big teams as well.
Yeah.
Like Manny, for example, is pulling in more views than some of the other teams. So it's like you can't ignore them either. You can't just say like, oh yeah, but he doesn't get views, like blah blah blah. So it's just like you can't be saying that they're the best factually.
No.
And I know SE Dons, I think it was, tweeted out like, "Oh, F2 have the trophy. We're the team on YouTube."
Oh, they were calling them out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and there's no way that game's going to happen. There's no way. I don't think F2 are going to accept that.
I'm not big on the whole YouTube football teams.
Yeah.
I watched the Wembley Cup. I watched obviously the Siren games, but I'm not like all these new clubs popping up. I'm not like the best.
Well, I think Palmers and SE Dons. I know Palmers. FC Dons might have been around for
Is
a
that
long
one
time.
where it's like a big rivalry?
Palmers have been around for a long time.
Yeah, I know Palmers. I think I watched like hashtag play them once. And who's what? Is that where it always kicks off? There's always like fights and stuff. I always know like big things happen.
That's all of them. That's just Sunday League.
Yeah,
That's the thing,
it's true.
Under the Radar FC. This is the other thing. So they are. This is the other point I was going to say.
Okay,
that was one of the things. Was you can't say that those teams are the best on
so
YouTube.
You're saying, in your opinion, Under the Radar are the best, or you're just saying we deserve to be?
I'm not saying that because Under the Radar haven't played any of these teams.
Okay.
I mean, Ethan's team played XO and beat them.
Oh man.
And Ethan's team's a 6th side, but they played 11 side.
Oh man.
So it's kind of like, and they beat them in normal time. I don't know. Like they could have been involved in that Wembley Cup and maybe have beaten F2, and F2 went on to win.
Maybe a better way of doing it would have been like a tournament first to set up like
that's what they
4
did.
games. Oh really?
They did the tournament off camera, on camera, but as an episode to decide who plays in the final day, 2nd v 3rd, 1st v 4th.
But they didn't know. Obviously, but they were always going to play anyway.
Yeah. But it was to see who plays where, and then but the positions also told them which player they get in the draft in terms of whoever won. So hashtag gets first pick of the legends. Whoever comes bottom gets first pick of the YouTubers.
And we're the team that won it. Who won? F2 won, right?
F2 won the whole thing. Hashtag won the qualifiers. So then they chose first legend.
Okay, right.
And Rebel came last in the qualifiers. So they got first pick of the YouTubers, but last pick of the legends. But then on the day, F2 ended up playing Rebel in the final because Rebel beat hashtag.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I mean. Any of those teams, F2 lost to XO in the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Like, then they beat them on the actual day. You can't say like you've played 2 games against each other. You can't say, and one of them was half an hour. You can't say we are better than them factually.
Yeah.
Because it's 1-1 in terms of games. If you're saying like, oh, Man United have beaten this team 100 million times, they are better than them.
Yeah.
That's like, you've proven it. But my big issue, big issue, is this is a YouTube football tournament.
Yeah, like I was thinking in my head, this makes no sense because say if we put on like a big YouTube rap or just YouTube music event, right? And it was like me, and say JJ, I don't know, Sarah Close, Talia. Say we're there, we're ready to perform, right? And then they're like, actually, we don't need you anymore. We're just gonna watch Drake.
I don't know where you're going with this.
What I'm saying is like, I'm saying that people who are watching the Wembley Cup on YouTube are fans of all the YouTubers in it, right?
Yeah, but it's more like if you said Drake, everyone would still want to watch Drake.
I meant
what
Drake.
What you mean is like
with Drake I messed up. With Drake I messed up. It's like it's also a lower quality celebrity. Because what I'm saying is like you're watching the Wembley Cup to see YouTubers play.
Yeah,
you're not watching just to watch Sunday League because you're going to watch Sunday League.
Yeah, you're not.
If I was going to watch football, I'd go and watch Man U.
Yeah,
well, sorry, not Man U, but I'd go and watch Premier League.
Yeah, like if you,
I go to a league.
The issue with it is, like last year, this is going to be peak because I like Spencer before everyone gets the wrong impression.
Yeah.
Last year, hashtag played F2. F2 had a team of YouTubers. Mm-hmm. Every single person in that stadium that I met, can't speak for everyone because there were people wearing hashtag, but everyone that I spoke to wanted F2's team to win. And that's Spencer's event.
Yeah.
And it's because he has his hashtag like series.
Yeah.
So they have their hashtag fans who were in the stadium. But the ones I spoke to were like, I just really like KSI. I really like F2.
Yeah.
I really like Joella. I want them to win because of him.
Yeah.
This year, I was kind of like, okay, so hashtag have, I'm going to forget people here, I'm sorry. Charlie Morley, Theo Baker, Spencer. They had Chris MD on their team. Rebel have Reeve, Freezy, blah, blah, blah. Like, continue, like, yeah. Each team
Weller was playing for Rebel, right? Rebel, yeah.
Yeah. But he got drafted in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They all had like 2 YouTubers, and then the rest was their normal team. And I'm kind of there like, so XO played their first game. Stephen, Willany, Lawrence, True Geordie, all started on the bench.
Oh, wow.
All on the bench.
That's mad. Because I was going to say, when I saw that, I saw them playing. But I guess they got brought on, right?
In the last like 5 minutes.
And
then it went to extra time and then like slowly went off a man down.
Yeah.
And then Rebel, Weller played the last 45 seconds of the final.
Well, that's crazy for XO though, because XO,
I thought XO would have played them because...
Fair play, they're starting a new football team, but XO, what it started as is just 4 guys, right?
That's what I thought they would have played because I thought they would have gone for the... But the thing is, I completely understand where they're coming from because I've said it the same as well in our charity matches.
Yeah.
And the first Wembley Cup that I played in, we all go out there and go, this is just a bit of fun. Like, this is going to be so fun. This is the best day. Second you step out, competitive.
Yeah. It's a sport.
Yeah. And it's like, it's the whole thing of the second Sidemen charity match where it was 2-0.
Yeah.
Both teams were there, like, Bateson, or like people like in the first match. It's kind of like, you don't want to bring on Bateson or whatever because you're like, no offense to him, he's not great.
Yeah.
So you're like, we have to play our best team.
Yeah, so you want to win.
And that's what happened in the Wembley Cup, is it became a thing of like, oh, we can't play, we can't play Joe Weller because we've got this guy up front who, to be fair, was sick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw him at all, but he was sick.
What's his name?
Can't remember, which is really bad because he was actually really, really sick. Like, Jesse? I think his name was Jesse.
Okay.
But yeah, he, like, because he's playing, they didn't bring Weller on. Yeah. And I'm there like, to me, I think, I heard a rule that they had to have 4 YouTubers with over 250k subs or something like that.
On or just,
but I think it's just in the squad.
Yeah. So that's why all XO were on the bench then.
To me, I think Spencer needed to do something of like, you've got to have like 4 or 5 YouTubers with 200k subs or 100k subs.
Yeah.
You just got to make it enough that someone can't just start a channel tomorrow just for the sake of the Wembley Cup. And their legend should play as long as the legend wants to.
Yeah.
Because that's what people are realistically there for.
Yeah, because like I said, you're not going to go watch, like if you're a fan, you're buying tickets because
you want to see
Joe Weller, you want to see Chris MD, you want to see all your favorite YouTubers, Freezy, all blah blah. You want to see them play, and then if you don't get that, you just go into a non-league game that you don't know anyone involved.
Yeah. Unless you're like a hardcore Rebel fan or you're like a hardcore hashtag fan.
Yeah, unless you're fans of those clubs, which I guess that's what they're trying to promote more. But then it's like pick one, kind of like, or combine it better. And
trying to sell out Wembley with a hardcore. Like,
you won't do it.
Yeah,
like people don't go to non-league games enough anyway. So it's like trying to sell a regular non-league game tough enough.
So that's my whole issue. Is like I mean, it was with our match too. The interest isn't there as much.
Yeah.
I think our second year we peaked at like 650,000 viewers live. The third year it was like 520. So it went down like 130k. It was rough numbers like that. This Wembley Cup, I think peaked. What I saw could have gone higher, 124. Okay, and I'm just like, I know his series beforehand a couple of years ago, every video was getting like 2 mil.
Yeah, I remember it used to be a big thing.
Like 10, 20 mil or something like that.
Wow.
The stream that turned into a VOD.
Yeah.
This one's on like 1 million.
Wow.
And I'm kind of there like, the interest isn't there anymore.
Yeah, I think when I was watching it was like 80k.
And I get that he's probably tried to switch it up with the 4 teams trying to do it. But imagine if you had that exact thing, but 4 teams of all YouTubers.
Yeah, that'd be mad. That actually would be sick.
Yeah, and it was a full-on draft. Like it'd be a harsh thing to do, but you rate YouTubers' abilities at football, and you properly draft a team. Yeah. So you don't have a team that will walk it.
Yeah,
you have a team of very, very mixed abilities. So you are going to have people that are there to have a laugh.
Well, yeah, like I said, I don't really understand I don't really know too much about the football teams. I feel like they should do it where they do YouTube teams and you draft in the actual players.
Yeah, I mean, they have access to legends. Like,
and legends.
Because
that's what SEM played as well, right?
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah.
He was dope for Rebel.
Yeah.
He looked right in a Rebel shirt, which was weird.
Yeah.
I remember him and I was like, why does he not look out of place in a Rebel shirt?
He signed for them.
He might have done, to be fair. He looked like he enjoyed himself. But that's my whole issue. And it's nothing against Spencer. He tried to he innovated this whole thing. The Wembley Cup. It was before our charity match.
Yeah.
He innovated it. He's also, I think, it's one of the first. It was the first biggest football YouTubing team, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean,
Palmer's might have been before it, but he
made it big.
He made it bigger.
Because of the fact that he was a YouTuber and he brought his audience into it.
Yeah.
That's what Palmer's didn't really... I mean, they had that, but they didn't really have like a huge guy like...
Well, that's what I mean. So the whole thing of like... None of these teams are YouTube football teams to me. They are football teams that play on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know that's very similar.
Yeah.
But it's the same as Under the Radar. Under the Radar is a Sunday League team that plays on YouTube. It has a couple of YouTubers, but it's a Sunday League team that plays on YouTube.
Yeah.
A YouTube team is a team full of YouTubers.
Yeah.
If you have a team of at least 7 or 8 YouTubers, I'd say, that's a YouTube team. And if someone did a series of that, That's when you're winning.
Yeah.
Voice crack, but whatever.
Well, no, but it's true because then you've got 11 people, however many you play.
Yeah.
11 people, you have 11 audiences there that all will combine.
That's
that's
mad.
what will grow up. That's what
I
will
think
grow,
EXO need to do that.
Yeah.
EXO could do that. Sidemen technically could because we've got 7 members.
Yeah, or then just make like I don't know if they do this. I think Rebel might do this as well. Just if you do have new players who come in, big them up on YouTube. If that's something they want to do.
Yeah, but then it's a case of like I don't know. Then they're still their YouTube isn't. It's like not a YouTube channel unless they go fully into YouTube.
Yeah, I guess you can't. You can't do it part time, can you?
Yeah, they're like a footballer that plays for Rebel that does YouTube.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you want to be known for YouTube that plays on this team. That's just my opinion of what a YouTube footballing team is.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the beef between Jeremy and Spencer?
No, I saw. Explain this to me. I saw something right, but get onto that. But I saw a picture of Lawrence with someone pissed behind. Did you see that? There's a picture of Lawrence.
Yeah,
and what is that all about?
I don't know. I've seen that.
That's a sick photo, though.
Everyone's captioned it with like the guy shouting certain stuff.
Yeah, because Lawrence was just like looking really cool, out of focus, and there's a guy like fuming at him.
Yeah,
I'm like, what was going on?
Where that's from. I don't know what happened with Spencer and Jeremy, but something's up because in the qualifiers, EXO played F2. EXO won 1-0.
Yes,
but apparently the referee blew the whistle 3 minutes early.
That's in the draft. When was that?
That's in the qualifiers.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think I remember seeing that.
So that's
in the
qualifiers.
Yeah,
he blows the whistle 3 minutes early, and they all go like, "Nah." Like the whole team kind of goes at the ref and goes, "No, you blew it early, blah blah blah." And then Spencer says, "FA rules say you can replay the second half if you want to." And then it cuts and it shows. I mean,
Billy?
they argue a lot. It just cuts to Billy saying like, "You lot all 1-0 up. There's like a minute or two left. You've got the win," kind of thing.
Yeah, it kind of has like.
But he kind of had to.
Yeah,
you can see like that. I mean, the footage ain't going to get cut out. I'm not saying that Billy wasn't sports, like he wasn't a sportsman.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like that was always gonna be the outcome. As soon as you start going at it, because the EXO team that they played against was always going to go at them and say like, we were 1-0, like, we won the game.
Yeah.
Redid it, blah blah blah. So it kind of had to be done, but that like fueled it, I think.
Yeah.
Then the match started. Hashtag lost to Rebel.
Okay.
Then they did an interview with all the players afterwards, and then went on to the players for the next match, did F2 and XO. Jeremy comes up, and they're like, "Oh, so hashtag are out. They've lost their own tournament, blah, blah, blah." Jeremy goes, "That's what happens when you don't have a referee on Spencer's payroll."
Mad, he said that?
Yeah, drops the mic.
Well, he actually drops the mic?
Yeah, I think it was that one. He dropped the mic at some point. I think it was that one.
Which is one where
I was like, that is like, F2 to me have always been two of the most professional people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, they turn up, like, if they're doing a sponsored shoot, they'll turn up, get the shots, just kind of like do what they have to, done, gone home.
Yeah.
Then they're on to the next video. He dropped that, and I was like, raw, Jeremy, what's going on? Because I don't know who's in the right.
Yeah.
I don't know what behind the scenes is of this.
Well, yeah, because maybe they do pay the refs, or maybe like maybe they say to the ref, do this, do that, do that.
Well, actually, before that, the draft. In the draft, they talk about Chris MD, I think.
Yeah.
And they say like, "Oh, we're going to go for this guy." And I think they just bigged him up. They went like, "Oh, he's got this many followers. We're going to go for this guy."
Okay.
Spencer straight away jumps in and goes, what was it? Spencer goes, "Oh, that's all they care about. They don't really care about the football. They just want the followers."
Mad.
And they're just kind of like, what the hell? And then like 5 minutes later, they go onto the legends, or that was for the legend. No, that was the YouTubers. They go onto the legends and they talk about, they get Cafu. Well, they're talking about Cafu, and they're like, "Did you see Cafu's rainbow flick? It went viral on Instagram." And Spencer jumps in again and goes, "See, that's all they want. They just want numbers. They don't want the football player. They don't want the legend in form. They want the numbers."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, what's going on? Like, why is Spencer's going at him now?" And then Jeremy replies and goes, "Oh, should we just pull up Spencer's social blade?"
What?
Yeah, he just says that.
What, on camera?
Yeah, it's in the draft. And I'm like, what is happening? Like these two, Spencer is another one that I'm like, he is one of the most professional people. If I'm going to choose like a couple of people from the UK to represent and present something, Spencer and F2 are up there.
Yeah, well, that's why. Like, for example, like you can like all these like YouTube beef or whatever. You can picture certain people like like JJ going at somebody. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
but like these two, like Spencer's like professional, and also it's like so when if they're beefing, you know it's something serious.
Yeah,
something serious has gone down for them to be like fuming like this.
Both of them are so professional, and I'm like, this is so out of the blue. Like I would say this about like Freezy or you or something like that as a joke. Like I just have a little dig.
Yeah,
I'd be like, oh, that's all he cares about.
Yeah.
This was like, okay, calm down. And then
it's like passive aggressive as well.
Yeah. Then that happened after the first match where he said about the payroll. Then they won against EXO. And then I don't think he had a dig at that point. He might have done.
In that interview after that game, did you see where Manny was talking? No. Manny was in an interview with Hugh Wizzy. And at one point, he said to him something like, do you think you can go all the way? And Manny went, of course not.
Oh, yeah.
and they were like,
of course not. And he goes, no, of course.
I thought that was so funny.
So then after it as well, so the whole time, by the way, F2 have just been, I think they've just been signed by Monster Energy, the drinks. The whole time, Jeremy's holding a Monster thing like this, perfectly holding like an advertisement. And I'm there like, this fair enough, like you just probably signed a huge deal when you're sponsored by them. But I was like, I'm sure the Wembley Cup have a drink sponsor like Lucozade or something.
Probably, yeah. If that's not clear, then
this is a bit, there's a bit peak on Spencer. Like, if Spencer has got a drink deal, if there isn't one, then whatever, do you. But then after the final, that's when Jeremy comes over again and he just goes like, oh yeah, that we've proved we're the best team on YouTube. Like that is now we have 100% proof we are the best team on YouTube. And then he goes on and he's just like, what is it? He says something about Spencer. And he basically says that he's like, oh, you guys don't know the half of it. It all goes down in the WhatsApp group. I'm so happy that we've won because none of you know the behind the scenes. There's been so much drama. I'm so happy to finally have this because this just proved everything like that we were right the whole time or something like that.
Mad.
And it's like, he basically goes on a little rant about it. And it's basically just saying that so much stuff has happened that he can't talk about. And I'm there thinking, this looks really bad on Spencer. But I don't know if Spencer's in the wrong. I don't know who's in the wrong. Yeah. But to me, you're both looking, for two people who pride themselves on being professional as well, you're both looking a little unprofessional. And until one of you comes out and says exactly what happens, people will think badly of both of you because you might go, so half the people will be like, oh, F2 said this, like Spencer's done something wrong. Yeah. But Spencer's saying this, F2 have done something wrong. So until one of them comes out and says something...
Hey, you know, if we had guests more regularly on here, bring them on. we don't. So
I'm just saying, one of them needs to come out and say what happened. Otherwise, I think people will look badly on both of them. I think Jackmate has done this whole podcast on Jeremy Lynch because of those snide comments.
Yeah.
And who knows? I'm not saying Spencer is like wrong. Jeremy could be 100% in the right.
Yeah.
And you have no idea.
Nah.
Jeremy could be 100% in the wrong and Spencer's sitting there silently. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I don't know enough on this to speak, but I feel like the more vocal one has a reason to be vocal. If Spencer's not talking, it could be because obviously they don't want to hurt issues with the brand.
That's what I mean.
So yeah, that's
There's
true.
So many factors that are changing you can't know anything.
Yeah, because if it's hashtags, if it's Spencer's, Wembley Cup, it's his thing, right? So then, like, if you're F2, you can say stuff. You can say more stuff than Spencer could. So who knows? Who knows?
But my thing is, I don't know if that's the last one. But if it isn't the last one, if there's another one, it has to have YouTubers in.
Yeah, you want to see an improvement on that.
Weller tweeted it like hundreds of times.
I saw his Instagram. He was jokes. Yeah. Like, he was like, actually, I rated it. He was
one in the shop where he's like buying a bottle of Buxton or something. He's like, oh, wearing my kit, got to get some use out of it. Or something like that. I laughed.
Then it did like a story, and then at the end it just said, what a joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's pissed. Fair play, though.
But I mean, he got 45 seconds. Chris MD got 4 minutes.
Imagine if you're Weller, though. Like, imagine if you're Joe, right? He's not like posting a lot of stuff right now, is he? On YouTube, yeah. So imagine you're like at home, they're like, oh, yo, Joe, come and be involved in this. He's like, oh, that's cool. And then you're just there in your kit, like, in your tracksuit, and he's like, well,
all of them
why am I here? Waste of time.
All of them got paid.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, I got paid to do an interview, effectively.
So that's pretty much, okay. So okay.
Like, that's...
So it's promo, pretty much.
I mean, some people will be like, oh, he actually got paid to do less than the others. But he's gone there like he will want to play football. No one turns up to a football pitch in full gear and sits on the bench.
So it sounds like it's a non-league. It's a YouTube. Well, what is it then? It's a football tournament.
It's a non-league
promoted by YouTubers who don't play.
Some of them do. No, because the ones who like Freezy played, I think, the entire thing.
That's good.
I don't know how much Spencer played. I saw him on the bench for most of it.
Okay.
But they only played one game. So I turned on in the first, just 5 minutes and missed the first goal.
Oh, man.
I know, I only saw 2 goals. So that's what people want from YouTubers. People want the goals because they want the funny moments.
3 goals
celebrations.
in 3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was 90 minutes still, but...
Well, it was like 90... It was probably about 120 minutes in total, 110, because of extra time on every half, plus the man down.
Yeah, and then wait, yeah.
And then you have all the wait in between.
Interviews, yeah.
It's just a bit like, I don't know, you've got to play the YouTubers. Freezy played the whole thing, to be fair to him. And I feel like I rate that.
I feel like his approach with his Rebels is a lot different than... I feel like it's different than other YouTube teams that I've seen. He's a lot more involved.
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
really like...
F2 both played.
Yeah.
But that's kind of expected considering they're like... I don't know if you class them as semi-professional, professional footballers, but whatever they are, they're going to be good enough to be in the team regardless.
I remember they played in the first... Was it the first hashtag that they played in? They were just busting it?
Well, they played against...
Or was it against
us.
you guys?
In the very first Wembley Cup, they were against us, and it was just the most pointless game in the world.
Yeah, I remember
it was literally just like... Okay, YouTubers v YouTubers, YouTubers v YouTubers. Oh,
that was with Daniel Cutting as well, right?
Yeah.
Was that the one where Ethan fell over?
Yeah. See, there's no moments like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the YouTubers like it. That's what I'm saying is you need YouTubers for the funny moments because everyone there is like, okay, I'm good at football.
Yeah.
We're here to win. Like
I'm only laughing because the memes out of that, they're so funny.
Bro, the last time Bateson played in our charity match, his pants fell down. his shorts fell down.
That's jokes.
Like that is so funny and like.
Yeah, I mean,
like flicking over someone's head, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Those are the moments you need.
And I like your goal with the halfway line.
Yeah,
JJ diving.
Yeah, that's the stuff you make. That's the stuff you need.
And I guess they want the hashtag. They want the Wembley Cup to be a bit more professional. Like, as in, like they don't want like people diving and stuff like that. But you can have that. But you can still have YouTubers in there having funny moments.
Yeah.
Or like for example, when I saw it. When I saw Stephen Lawrence, when I saw Lawrence had the ball and I saw True Geordie, I was like, "This is fun now. I'm enjoying this."
True Geordie.
They went off and I clicked off. Oh, literally, for me, I wasn't really watching it much, but I clicked off when they left the pitch. Because I was like, "What's the point?"
That's my whole thing. It's like fair play to Spencer. He's created like a legacy kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the events have been run incredibly well.
Yeah, very professional.
In terms of, I'm gonna be honest. When I played. Didn't enjoy the day.
Okay.
Not because of Spencer at all, because of the filming. Like I got injured. I injured my neck on the day in the match.
Too much sucking dick.
Yeah, that was what it was. So like I'm off the pitch and that's what's been memed is Spencer's dad is the physio and he was like massaging my neck and everyone was like turns up to play a match, gets a massage kind of thing. But then I had to do like an interview afterwards that ended up like going before the match. And I'm literally like drenched in sweat, covered in rain.
Yeah.
Like I look like a mess and I can't move my neck. So they're like talking to me and I'm stationary, like I can't move. And they want me to be active. And I'm like, I can't do this.
Does this exist on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a watch.
But I'm there like...
Is it embarrassing for you?
Not really. It's more embarrassing for the company filming
I won't watch it then. Okay.
The fact they didn't film it before, I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
That's basic. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't enjoy that day. I enjoyed the match and it was an honour to play at Wembley.
Yeah.
And thank you, Spencer, for having me as a part of it. But that day, it was just like... That's why we didn't have freestylers in it because they're too good.
Yeah.
As soon as you had F2 in that game, they ran around us. Yeah. It was literally, they get the ball near me, they just tap it past and run. If they're going to try like 6 flip flaps against me, I'd be like, come on, we'll have them because that's entertaining.
Yeah.
If you're just a natural athlete and you just tap it and run, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
So to me, if there's another Wembley Cup, it has to have YouTubers in. A lot more.
Yeah. Because also like, I'm a big football fan, but I don't really follow these football teams much. So like, to get people to watch it, to get more people to watch it, you need the YouTubers there.
Yeah.
Because like, if you're not a core fan of these teams, if you're not a core fan of just football, if you're like in general, then you want to see some fun. You want to see YouTubers, and that's what's going to grow the page as well. You want to know a fun little fact?
What?
I think it was last year I was meant to do a song for the Wembley Cup.
Okay.
But it never happened.
Yeah.
Spencer hit me up and he was like, "Can you write this?" And I started it and I sent it back. He's like, "Yes, it's cool," and then never got anywhere. The line was something like, "It's like Dan Brown or DB moves like a butterfly, stings like a bee," something like that.
You rhyme B with B.
He sent me the lyrics.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Deji, you might win the next round.
Mad.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I'm sorry for the rant. I think the Wembley Cup is good.
Yeah.
I just think it needs. I think this year was a very like bold move. I don't think it paid off.
Nah. Well, I know it's just something that you were very invested in the whole build up. Like you kept watching videos.
Yeah, I watched pretty much all the qualifying matches and I watched the draft.
Yeah, so I guess to get through all that and then to have the final not live up to what you thought it was going to be.
I enjoyed the qualifiers more than the day.
Okay, mad.
The actual matches.
Yeah.
Because the qualifiers, everyone was there like, it's what you need with YouTubers. You want it competitive, which it was 100%.
Yeah.
The qualifiers. But it didn't mean everything. Like, end of the day, you're still going to have to play one of the teams again. You're still going to get a higher pick of either a YouTuber or a legend, depending on... If you're last, you're getting a higher pick of a YouTuber. Like, that's like... That day, those videos I thought was better than the day. The production of the day was amazing. It felt like if not better than some football matches I've watched.
Yeah, it looked good. Yeah, I enjoyed the commentary. I enjoyed the was it Hugh Izzy and Akinfenwa? Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, you mean the Beast? He is the Beast, but you can still use his name.
I know. Yeah, because I didn't know who was actually on. Like, when I heard them say now going back to Hugh Izzy and the Beast, I was like. And I turned back on my screen. I was like, Akinfenwa, cool. I'd have preferred him to just said that. But my favorite was still Manny. Oh, do you think you can go all the way? Of course not.
The way he said it was so much energy. And
he didn't know he said it either. It took him a while, and they were like, "What do you mean? Of course not." He's like, "Oh, did I say that? I meant, of course."
I think it's just gotta have YouTubers. It's something's just gotta change.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see next year.
Yeah, we'll see. See what happens.
I mean that's the Wembley Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fast-paced, highly controversial / energetic podcast.
The thing is, people will only pick up on the negatives we say. Like,
of course,
everyone will be like, Simon just slated the Wembley Cup.
Yeah, we're always wrong.
He won't pick up on the fact that I do think it was run very well. I think Spencer's done an incredible thing over the 4 years. Blah blah blah. They'll just pick up on the fact that I've said it wasn't good this year.
Yeah, well, this podcast is called What's Good, and Wembley Cup wasn't. Oh!
Then with Quadeca, they'll be like, "Oh, they said it was shit." It's like, no, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, we're gonna. I know we're gonna get roasted by that. That's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
it's tough when you give an opinion on something like this. You're always gonna find people who are wrong.
Yeah,
it's like what annoys me about YouTube certain times. If you don't think something's good, you're a hater.
Yeah, that's JJ's logic.
Yeah, that's JJ's the truth of it. That is. Yeah.
JJ is a YouTube comment, like a living YouTube comment.
Yeah, JJ he's a walking YouTube comment. Yeah, that's a good way to put him.
He actually is.
Yeah,
he's one of those Ligma.
Yeah, he is. He's like, yo, guys, look at this comment. It says Ligma. I'm like, great.
I mean, yeah, we've talked about quite a lot. I don't know what else. Has anything else happened this week? Nothing else.
All I know is all I've been thinking about this week, literally nonstop, is songs. You know, Laura said I woke up in my sleep shouting at her saying, "Where's your song? Where's your song? You've done a song, haven't you? Where is it? I want to hear it.
I thought you were gonna wake up and shout something like horse related.
Oh no. But yeah, like it's just been on my mind because even this is gonna sound stupid, obviously. You're going to comment. You won't comment on Grateful. You will. You'll tease me, but people hearing this will be. When the song's coming out, like my videos before, I could get like 40,000 views. And I'd be like, oh, sick. Now I'm like, there's a video that's like 700k, and I'm like, ooh, it could be better right now. But it's just in the context. You know what I mean? Like, because it's so fast paced.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to do better and better and better. I want to make a new song. I want to do this. I want to do that. So all I can think right now is music. That's why I'm so tired. If you guys could see me in this podcast, just like my eyes are just flickering. It's because, yeah. I'm tired, man. I need to go and I don't know. I got to do more stuff tonight, but also my battery's on 1% on my laptop. All right, guys, as you just heard, my laptop was dying. It did die. As soon as I said my laptop was going to die, it cut out. So yeah, we had to just record this last little outro just because we can't leave you guys hanging. We have to say goodbye properly. So goodbye properly.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, that joke. I was like, we should say goodbye properly, and so I said, I don't know.
You said goodbye properly.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Nice. You're a funny guy. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, and if you are watching still on the channel we made.
Oh, I forgot this is all going live now. I was like itching my eye all the time. I was bare tired, spacing out. They're gonna see me now. Oh, they're gonna see. Oh,
well, yeah. If you are listening on iTunes or Spotify, remember we do have the channel where you can see like the highlights. You can see the whole video if you want to, or yeah, and if you're watching the video, feel free to check it out on iTunes and Spotify.
Yep.
We have got like 6 or 7 episodes, so feel free to go listen to all of them. Give it a 5-star rating and tweet both of us. We'll like the tweet and hopefully... So better people tweet me while I'm asleep, you know, and then are like, why didn't you like it?
Yeah.
2 hours later. And I'm like, because I'm still asleep.
yeah.
But yeah, tweet us. That's it for today.
Yeah.
We don't have a sponsor, obviously, as I said, so I'm going to give a random shout out to Lachlan for Power Merch.
Nice.
So yeah, everyone check out Power Merch if you're still listening, but I doubt anyone is. So thanks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.